You know what I've realized? I always fail when I start something new. My new job, new habit, new group of people, it all becomes a big stress for me. And you know what? For years I just blamed everything around. Lack of experience, wrong people, not enough support, and so on. But recently I got it. It wasn't about just new things in my life. It was purely about how I showed up in these situations. And I know that many of you guys might be in the same shoes right now, so this story can be useful to some of you for sure. So to begin with, let me take you back to my early 20s. I started my first serious job at this time. It was sales internship in a big company. I was excited and completely lost at the same time. I didn't know how to talk to my boss. I had no idea how to deal with customers, let alone how to sell something. I didn't even understand what was expected from me, and honestly, I was too scared to ask. Guess what happened next? I was simply kicked out after half a year. And for a while I convinced myself that it wasn't my fault. The onboarding sucked, the manager wasn't supportive enough, and to be fair guys, some of that was true. But still, deep down, I knew that wasn't the real problem. And eventually I figured it out. I didn't fail because I was new. I failed because I stayed silent. And of course I didn't know how to do some stuff. It was my first job and that's totally normal. But the problem was that I didn't have enough courage to ask. I could ask once, but if the answer wasn't clear, I would not ask again. I was just scared to look stupid, scared of being annoying. I simply cared way too much about what others might think of me. And all my internship looked like one conversation. Hey, do you understand your task? No. Okay, let me repeat. Now do you understand? Yes. Well, in fact, absolutely not. Looking back now, I can see how that fear shaped everything. I wasn't just quiet, I was avoiding discomfort. Every time I chose silence, I clearly was choosing safety over growth. And if you want to fail your new job, internship or university class, just pretend to look smart and stay silent. It's better to stay silent and be thought as a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. Honestly, that's a brilliant advice, if your only goal is to look smart. But if your goal is to become smart, it's totally useless. And you know what, my first job was a disaster. I still remember how bad I felt every Sunday evening knowing that I had to go to the office next day. But weirdly, I'm grateful for that experience now. And here is what I learned since then. Point number 1. Nobody will help you unless you ask for it. You know, people are busy and most won't even notice that you are having a problem unless you tell them. Don't wait until you are totally overwhelmed. Simply ask early even if it feels awkward. Number 2. There are no stupid questions. You know what's really stupid? Pretending to be a pro since day one. You are new and that's fine. You can ask again. If the answer is not clear, ask one more time. It doesn't make you dumb. It shows that you care enough to get it right. Number 3. Find a buddy. If your boss isn't the right person to ask, simply find someone who is. Most people actually like being helpful, and having one person you can ask questions can make all the difference. And here is the most important thing. If you feel like you're failing, don't just sit there and suffer. Try to learn something from it, okay? If you hate your job, if you think that it's total mess and disaster, there is still plenty of things hidden in that mess. And honestly, the harder the experience, the more powerful the lesson is. So yeah, I used to think that I was just not lucky. I used to fail constantly, but now I know that I was failing not because I was unlucky, but simply because I was silent. And once I found the courage to speak up, ask questions and simply stop pretending, that's when everything started to change.